is honestly not a statement I ever thought I'd be making out loud. But we, as the American people, we are not positive that the President of the United States is alive. Let me be very clear about this. I am not saying that Joe Biden is dead. Let me also be very clear that I'm not saying Joe Biden is alive. I'm saying that we don't know. In normal life with normal people, that's a bit of a quandary. But when it's the President of the United States, it's a problem. Like, here's the timeline. So they said that President Biden had COVID. And yeah, sure, of course that's believable. He's had it like 5 times. And we were told that he was going to Delaware to quarantine. Again, nothing weird. Even though the CDC said not to quarantine, to treat it like the flu, but he's fucking 81, I get it. But then we find out he didn't go to Delaware. Instead, he was in Vegas. And then from authorities on the ground, we hear that there was a medical emergency involving the president. And the original request was to have him airlifted to Johns Hopkins. Then we also hear that instead of doing that, they decided to route him directly to Air Force One. Which, look, I don't know the inner workings of Air Force One, but I'd imagine with an 81-year-old president, there's a fucking doctor on board. And if you're the doctor on Air Force One, I imagine you're a really, 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 really good doctor. But then we've heard nothing. We've seen nothing. Now, I know people will say he apparently called in to Kamala Harris's little celebration about accepting the nomination. I'd like to point out that for about $20, I can go to any one of 200 plus AI websites and have Biden say whatever the fuck I want. Because in that call, Biden didn't answer any questions. He didn't offer any responses to anything people said. It was just his normal, raspy, incoherent rambling. Which again, it would cost about $20 for me to find an AI to be able to do that. So that's not proof. Again, let me say, I'm not saying he's dead. But I also want to be clear that I'm not saying he's alive. I do want to be clear in saying that the fact that we can't be sure is a problem.